What's up, G's? How's everyone doing? Welcome to our first workshop call. Pope brings the energy on his calls. These are going to be much more chill, much more nerdy. I'm going to be breaking down builds that I do. These are specific builds that you can look at, that you can watch, kind of like a YouTube library that we're going to have in the courses. These will be recorded, and you can just basically look these up by title, by relevance, however you see fit. So today we're going to be doing a custom GPT and integrating that into Voiceflow. Now, these are very beneficial if you're doing like customer support bots or AI appointment setting bots. The current builds that we have in the courses are very basic. That's why they're called demo builds. And you'll notice that if you're trying to have a conversation for them with them, they're very static, they're very rigid. You can't really go outside of the conversation that you've built. And that's where these custom GPTs come into play because they're much more conversational. You can provide a knowledge documents, makes it much more accurate in the knowledge that it's grabbing. So what we're going to be doing first is we're on agentivehub.com. This is just somewhere like assistants, APIs, open AI's way for us to make our own GPTs. This is just a software that's built that we can use to easily integrate our own GPT into Voiceflow. So what we're going to do is just create a new agent. If you haven't used this before, you would just go to this link and then sign up. So I'm just going to call this. So today I'm just going to create agent that takes a document of Jordan Belfort's sales principles and use that as a knowledge base. Now, this isn't meant to make the best bot. This is just mainly showing you how we can make a custom GPT, use the knowledge base, and like I said, integrate that into Voiceflow, which then you can put up on a website or whatever you want to do with it. So I'm going to write Jordan Belfort, sales assistant, describe your agent in a few words. Sales principles, doesn't really matter. So for the agent model, I'm going to do GPT 4.0. If you're not familiar with these, GPT 3.5 costs the least, but it's also the stupidest, you might call it. GPT 4 Turbo might be a bit better than 4.0, not really by much, but it's the most expensive. So I've been getting the best results with GPT 4.0. Then from here, we can go ahead and create the agent. And now here's our prompt where we can put our system prompt in. And if you guys have been through the courses, you'll know that this is how you want the AI agent to think. So what we're going to do is go to this AI agent perfect prompt writer tool. And I've also introduced this in the courses in the AI outreach email builds. So what you want to do is just start typing in some of these fields. So first we're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Jordan Belfort sales assistant. This doesn't really matter. And then what I'm going to do is just start giving it some context. So you can see under these fields is what you want to start writing. It asks, what does the agent do? Where is it being deployed and why? So I'm going to write, this agent is an expert on Jordan Belfort's straight line persuasion method, which is designed to align the key forces, space, necessary for success in any, bear with me, I just gotta type this out, sales environment. I'm actually pulling this information from this document that I found. It's just a PDF of Jordan Belfort's sales straight line persuasion method. So I'm doing this in PDF form because it's just easy to upload as a knowledge base. It's a good example. All right, so sales environment. We have the elements of the inner game of sales as well as the specific strategies and techniques necessary to effectively prospect, maximize lead sources, and close sales at the highest level. And this little block of text is just something I got from somewhere in here. So basically that's what the agent does, right? Now we need to tell it where it's being deployed. I'm saying the agent is being deployed on a website and serves as a sales consultant for the straight line persuasion method. This tool is used to help users get a better understanding. I'm also going to be taking questions. I'll look in the chats after this, see if there's anything going on. Belfort's straight line persuasion method and improve the users. Now, what I'm typing in here doesn't really matter. You don't have to be too specific. You don't really have to use your AI prompting skills because this tool takes whatever you write in here and it's going to optimize it for the system prompt for the AI. It does a really good job at giving you a prompt that works the best with the AI. And you'll see back in Agentive, we get an AI score for our prompt. So that's something you can tweak. You can tweak that, just get instant feedback on kind of the level of quality of your prompts. Sales skills. All right. So I have the agent is being deployed on a website and serves as a sales consultant for the straight line persuasion method. This tool is used to help users get a better understanding of Belfort's straight line persuasion method and improve the user skills. All right, I did a little test run before this, so let me just copy this over. Conversion context none. So it says, is this agent driving towards any conversion events? If so, how should it do so? So this is if you had like some type of sales assistant, if you had a customer support bot and you wanted to give it product recommendations or you wanted it to somehow lead to a sale, this is where you would tell the AI agent to do so. Same thing with like appointment settings. Say you can consider that a conversion event. If it had to get a user to sign up for an appointment, you could tell it how it would do that here. But this is just going to be a basic knowledge bot, so we're just going to leave that how it is. Let me just go and grab the knowledge context. So what I had is, let's see. The agent will be provided with the straight line persuasion method itself in PDF format. So it says, has this agent been provided with knowledge documents? Yes, it's going to be this document here that I'm putting in the knowledge base. If so, what are the documents and how and when should they be used? The agent should use the knowledge documents whenever it is asked questions about the straight line persuasion and should rely on the sales skills taught in the straight line persuasion method. Knowledge document. All right, to help improve the user's sales knowledge. Tools available, none. So tools are custom actions for GPTs, and these are actually the most powerful things when using GPTs. An example of a custom action would be if you've been through the demo builds, capturing a user's name and email, forwarding that, integrating with other platforms like help desk, anything that falls outside of just chatting with a bot, anything that goes and performs a custom action. And since this, like I said, this is just going to be a knowledge base and prompting bot, we don't really need to add any tools. So for ideal input and output examples, these are just what's called few shot prompting. So you want to just give a couple of examples of what you would like the conversations or how you would like the AI agent to interact with the user. So for Q, this is what the user would type in. So we have, what is the best type of buyers? The ones that know they need it and want to buy. These are the people that know they have to make a decision quickly and are stressed about it. So I found that somewhere in this document. It goes around here. So it says like archetype 1, ready. They know they need it and want to buy. These are the people that know they have to make a decision quickly and are stressed about it. It's good if you pull the exact text from the knowledge document. It gives the AI a much clearer example like, hey, you get asked this type of question, go and fetch a specific result from the knowledge document. Same thing with this. How should I enter a sale? I said, all right, you can say, good question, G. You must immediately establish that you are an enthusiastic as hell, sharp as a tack, and that you're an authority figure. You can see as a description for under this ideal input and output examples, provide 2 to 3 few shot examples of ideal input output pairs. These will not be modified, blah, blah, blah. All right, so now is the notes on style, tone of behavior, tone of voice, and behavior to avoid. This is how you want your AI to speak, tonality, all of that stuff. This is actually a pretty important field. So let me just transfer this over really quick. So I have the tone of voice should be casual, like the agent is talking to a friend. It should be as short as possible, 1 sentence maximum for each response. Now you can put this in, but it's probably going to ignore it. So you have to do a little prompt battling to actually get it as short as possible of a response. Refer to the user as G, bro, and man. Never mention the fact that is AI or prompting. Any questions that go off topic of wealth, mindset, or anything else not relating to sales should be redirected by saying, let's keep it on topic. Now, once you have all of these fields filled out, we can go ahead and run this tool. And this is going to take a second. Now, I guess I'll just show you a bit more of voice agentive while we're doing this. So it says this is in beta. It's a SaaS, software as a service company. And like I said, they're just integrating with Assistance API and allows you to make these custom GPTs in this tool and deploy it directly to Voiceflow super easily. So here's the knowledge base. This is where I'll go ahead and enable a knowledge base. So I already have knowledge bases created. You can see here I have the Belfort one, but what you would do is I just downloaded this PDF, went to Agentive, create new knowledge base. You can give this a name. So I could say Belfort 2, create this, and then it's going to ask me to import my documents. You can see it supports PDF and a bunch of other formats. I'm not going to do this since I already did it, but basically I just downloaded that PDF and uploaded it here. I'm just going to go ahead and select the first one that actually has this knowledge base document in it. In tools, we're not going to cover this in this workshop. This is the custom actions that I was just telling you about. And if I go back here, this tool is all done running. You can see it gives us a detailed system prompt that we can put directly in Agentive. So I'll go ahead and copy this, bring it back to Agentive, and then we can paste it in here. Act as a Jordan Belfort sales assistant and expert on Jordan Belfort's straight line persuasion method. Provide concise, expert advice on sales techniques and strategies based on the straight line persuasion method. Engage users by asking qualifying questions to gauge their current sales skills and offer tailored advice to improve their sales abilities. Use the provided straight line unit, blah, blah, blah. So you can see it's greatly expanded what we've put into the AI Perfect Prompt Writer. And let me just check the questions really quick, see if we got anything going on. Automation calls. Yeah, automation. See present. All right. All right. Not seeing any questions. I'm just going to continue. Tag me if you have any questions. Is there a way to embed URLs instead of PDFs? Not directly with this, but you can take a tool that automatically scrapes the URL and just converts that to text and then just upload that as a text file. It's not like Voiceflow, which has obviously the capability to just add a URL and it does that for you, which is RAG, retrieval augmented something for a knowledge base. OpenAI does it slightly different. It can be better, it can be worse, but for this, you just want to upload files. All right, let's continue. Then it says some specifics. It says the tools you have, one tool to assist you, the straight line persuasion method document. Okay. It gives us our examples, notes, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to add at the bottom of the notes. I usually like to add this. Avoid hyperbole. It tends to like to, be over exaggerating. I'm going to write, actually, no hyperbole. Avoid exclamation marks. All right, cool. And you can see our prompt score. Whenever we edit this, it's going to change the prompt score. Let's go ahead and test this out. Let's say, yo, hey G, how can I help you with your sales game today? Not sure. I'm not good. No worries, man. Let's start with the basics. How confident are you in talking to potential customers? Not confident at all. What are our main sales principles from the method? So it's going to understand that I'm talking about the straight line persuasion method. All right, bro. Here are the main sales principles from straight line persuasion method. Build unwavering rapport through deliberate communication. Get clients to love your product, trust you, blah, blah, blah. All right. So it's doing it pretty well. If I were to ask something specific, if I just go to this document and say, like, what is archetype 2? Go back to Agentive, say, what is archetype 2? See what we get. Archetype 2 refers to a prospects who are still shopping and not at their action threshold yet, meaning they're motivated but not ready to buy immediately. They might purchase in 3 or 6 months, bro. Yeah, so we can get rid of that,